Code Monkey get up, get coffee. Code Monkey go to job. Code Monkey have boring meeting with boring manager Rob. Rob say Code Monkey very diligent, but his output stink. His code not functional or elegant. What do Code Monkey think? Code Monkey think maybe manager wanna write login page himself. Code Monkey not say it out loud. Code Monkey not crazy, just proud. Code Monkey like Fritos. Code Monkey like Tab and Mountain Dew. Code Monkey very simple man. Big warm fuzzy secret heart. Code Monkey like you. Code Monkey like you.
What's new, Dino Dudes? It's me, the Media Raptor, and this is kind of a different type of review. So, you may have noticed that I haven't been making as many of the Combat Corner videos due to the fact, well, that, you know, I haven't done Jackie, and they revealed Jax, Liu Kang, and Kung Lao. Yeah, I'm kind of done doing those. They never really came out the way I hoped they would, and I was never really satisfied with them. Because of that, I'm only going to be doing two more. One for Shao Kahn, who is arguably one of my favorite MK characters, and another one for my boy Aaron Black. So when those two characters finally get their own gameplay reveals on Combat Cast, I will make videos discussing that, but for now, they were much more of an experiment, and I'm not too happy with how they turned out. You know what I am happy with how it turned out, though? The beta. The beta is finally out. It came out yesterday or 2 days ago, once again, depending on when this video comes out. And I got a chance to play it because I pre-ordered the game. So, to say I was pretty excited would be a massive understatement. I believe I have only played two other betas, technically. One of them being MKX, actually, at Fan Expo a few years ago, which was sort of a demo of the actual game, because I don't know if they had an actual beta for that. And Watch Dogs 2, which again I got to try at Fan Expo with a special event that was going on. That was completely awesome, and I loved it, but we weren't allowed to talk about it, so kind of have to keep that on the down low. This is the first beta I actually got to A, record footage for, and B, get real hands-on experience with. I tried to get into the Injustice 2 beta, but annoyingly it was very much oh, you might get a code, not if you pre-order you'll get a code, which is what I like about this one, because that way it's much more the actual fans get it, and not just people who want to try and like get followers or subscribers by giving them away and stuff. I don't know, that's just my opinion. But let's talk about the actual beta. Only 3 things are available in this beta, which are customization, online battles, and a classic tower battle, which is allowing you to fight against the 5 characters available, those being Scorpion, Baraka, Cabal, Jade, and Scarlet. Now, each character has several preset variations, and you're allowed to create 2 new custom variations. The preset variations are all very well balanced, allowing you to kind of explore each character's more unique abilities. For Scorpion, there's one that's entirely based on him, getting to use his Kuwani in a special new move and adding combos to that. One of them allows him to throw fire, spit fire, and use the Demon Dash, which is a lot of fun. And the other one allows you to use his Shoto, I believe it is, the Blade of Doom, as they call it. Now, I enjoyed getting a chance to kind of mix and match with them. Maybe, for example, I loved getting to use the Blade Spin attack, which was a great all-around attack, but I also wanted to use the Demon Dash. Thanks to the customization, I got to do that. Maybe I liked how Scorpion looked, but I wanted him to be a different color. Once again, thanks to the customization, I got to do that. Maybe I thought, hey, you know what would be cool? What if Baraka's blade were purple? Thanks to the customization, I got to do that. Pretty much everything you could hope for in the beta is here. We get 5 very unique and varying characters, online play to test it out. My only real complaints come from the fact that there are no, practice mode. Practice mode is essentially the tower, which, yeah, you know, it's pretty easy to get a handle on the game, but there's no training, there's no dojo mode, and there's no there's no 2-player mode. Which is kind of annoying, but I also understand why they did it, considering the fact that the game comes out in a month, and they wanted to at least let people who didn't get into the stress test get to try something. So you know what? I'm thankful for what we got, and I'm not going to really ask for more. Now let's talk about the good and the bad of the beta, because there's far more good than bad. First of all, you just have to look at this game for a few seconds to realize how beautiful it is. I know people have been making tweets and videos comparing the graphics from MK9 to MKX to MK11, but this really does look like a movie. This is, as far as I can tell, at least in my opinion, the best looking fighting game I have ever seen. I remember Injustice 2, which, yes, that review is being worked on. It's a long one, okay? I'm sorry. I remember one of my huge things I loved about that was the fact that it genuinely felt like I was playing oh wow, this lighting is not that good. Well, it is cloudy outside and I only have the one overhead light, so sorry if the lighting seems a little off. One thing which I had to praise that game for was the fact that it honestly felt like you were playing a movie. Injustice Gods Among Us, while the animation was fantastic at the time and still does look very good, it seems much more like action figures duking it out. Injustice 2 added a much more cinematic feel to the whole game, and Mortal Kombat 11 continues to build on that by literally going, okay, here's essentially something that if it was a movie might win Oscar for Best Animated Film, let's play it. On top of that, all the characters control incredibly well. Now, one thing that what is more of a complaint, but this is not a real complaint, it's just oh well, not what I was expecting, like it was led to be believed the game is much slower. You don't just mash buttons to get massive 25 hit combos anymore, you have to actually be somewhat strategic. On the one hand, coming off the heels of MKX, which I could do a 25 hit combo without using moves that would literally do 7 hits in one move, because yeah, I was just kind of that good at this point, it is a little bit okay. There is very much an odd learning curve if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, because now you have to actually use moves and combos strategically, while also paying attention to your stamina and defense bar. So is that a problem? Yes and no. It's a problem if you loved the MKX feel, but it's also not a problem because I loved the MKX feel, and after about 4 matches I was like, okay, I got this. This is easy. That is something which I have to praise this game for, is how accessible it is. All the combos are really simple compared to well, if you can see it up there, MK Deception or Deadly Alliance or Armageddon, where they had branching combos, which honestly are the bane of my existence. I really hated those things. Because yes, they would do 20 hits in one combo, but partially due to the fact that it was on the PS2, and maybe I just have an older PS2 that's kind of dying out, but it never responded as quickly as I hit the inputs, so they were nearly impossible to do. Thankfully in MK11, the button response is literally lightning fast. A few times there was some lag or it didn't seem to register I pushed the button, but 2 things. 1, this is the beta. As all this footage you're seeing in the corner down below, this is the beta. I wasn't expecting perfection. And 2, I was playing online, so you know what, I do understand that, especially for a beta, having online in a beta, there was going to be some issues here and there. Don't know why I did that, I just love this thing. Anyhow, back to what I was talking about. Out of the 5 characters, there was only one I didn't like, and it was kind of who I was expecting to kind of feel a little bit less good at, which is Scarlet. Granted, I have nothing against Scarlet. In fact, I think she's far better than she was in MK9. I just think I need to practice with her a bit more in order to finally get that whole zoning and combos that people like Sonic Fox are online kind of showing you how it's done. So far, my favorite 3 characters... So far, actually, I think Baraka and Cabal have been my favorite 2 characters, although I did find a new gear outload for Scorpion that made him completely awesome as he sets his Kiwani on fire. That thing is awesome, and I love using it. Something else I love about this game is the amount of detail that goes into every character. The skins, the movements, the eye reactions, the voice acting. Just looking at this game, you might think, wow, that looks like a really good fighter. But looking at the interactions and how they seem to react, and even just the small facial expressions on the intros and the outros, it is some of the best I have seen in almost any game ever. This is like Rockstar levels of quality. Like Red Dead Redemption 2 levels of quality. So massive props there. Furthermore, we finally have seemed to have learned a few things from this beta that kind of made me go, wait a minute, what? First of all, Scorpion, at least one version of them, might be working for Chronica. According to both, well, according mainly to an introduction that you get when two Scorpions face off. I have many questions about this. Furthermore, apparently Jade is going to marry Kotal Khan, or Kotal Khan, or Kortal Khan. Apparently I've been mispronouncing him the entire time. It's not Kortal, it's Kotal. Or Kortal, or I don't know. The new Khan dude. The giant Smurf dude. Yeah, apparently she and him are gonna get married, which is a ship I never considered. And keep in mind, when going through MK ships, I even considered shipping Meat and Mocap together. Meatcap, I called it. Don't ask why, it was a joke on Reddit. But yeah, so what are we gonna call that? Like, Jadel? Koade? Jatal? Kotal Jade? Or Jadel Khan? Like, come on guys, down in the comments let me know, what do we call this? I don't know why I'm focusing so much on the ship section of this, but yeah. Something else that I feel the need to bring up is the menu music. I love this menu music. It's a perfect blend of a synth sort of battle theme and just a full-on like orchestra chorusing. It's a beautiful blend of music, and I can't wait to see what the actual game score is. Now as for things that I do kind of have issues with, aside from the whole, you know, it's slower, less combo focused, and occasional lag, there's these weird like shockwave effects whenever hits kind of occur and stuff that I kind of had a huge issue with when I started, but after playing a few rounds I kind of grew to like them. They're harmless, they're just kind of there, and I know Injustice 2 did the same thing, but I don't know, if there was an option to turn them off, I think that would be greatly appreciated. Furthermore, while I love the gear and the customization, I was kind of hoping you could actually change like the shirts and the pants like you could in Injustice 2. Now, granted, you'll understand more in my Injustice 2 review. If the gear plays much more of a cosmetic role than an actual effect in the stats of the battle role, I will be very happy with that, because I did not like that in Injustice 2. But it still is what it is. Overall, the Mortal Kombat 11 beta has done nothing but continue to cement my absolute hype in MK11's release. It's about a month away, actually less than a month away now. You have no idea how excited I am for this. This is shaping up to be the best Mortal Kombat game, bar none. Now granted, I have been going back and playing through the older Mortal Kombat games. So far I finished Deception and Deadly Alliance, I'm working my way through Armageddon, and I'm having a lot of fun with Shaolin Monks. I have played through the original 3 Mortal Kombat games. Of those, either, I think I'd have to say Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is my favorite, or Mortal Kombat 2, but probably Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I love these games. I haven't really found one that I genuinely thought was bad, but I haven't played Gold, Mythology, Sub-Zero, or Special Forces, so... And I don't think I can at any point because, well, I don't have a PS1 or a Dreamcast or anything that has them. Although I do know Special Forces is on PS1, so I could play it on my PS2. I just need to find a copy of it. Regardless, my point is, MK11, if you get a chance to play the beta, definitely do it. If you do have the beta, friend me on PSN so we can play matches against each other and stuff. I love this game. The hype is just getting realer and realer. All I'm wishing for now is footage of Aaron Black and Shao Kahn. But you know, aside from a very few minor things which really aren't even the game's fault, but simply the fact that it's a beta and not the finished product, there's barely anything wrong with this. So, yeah. MK11 is going to be awesome. I hope. With that being said, that's all for this episode of this video. So until next time, this is the Meteor Actor saying keep cool, and I will see all you Dino Dudes around. Later.
Finish him. Fatality. Cabal wins.